Coronation Street viewers are convinced that they have worked out a huge twist involving DS Lisa Swain. Coronation Street fans have forecast a massive shock for DS Lisa Swain that will leave Carla Connor heartbroken. Viewers will remember that Lisa was wed to Becky, and they had a daughter, Betsy, together. But disaster struck in 2021 when fellow officer Becky was tragically killed whilst on duty after being struck by a vehicle. Earlier this year, D.S. Swain disclosed that the villainous Radcliffe brothers, Maddie and Logan, were driving the car that fatally struck Becky in the hit-and-run incident. The pair were subsequently imprisoned for murdering their own sibling Mason, who had attempted to assist Lisa in securing justice against his brothers, reports Belfast Live. Meanwhile, in recent episodes, Betsy discovered some old documents concerning her deceased mother Becky and demanded explanations about her death. Lisa became alarmed by Betsy's inquiries and document discoveries, telling new girlfriend Carla that she was desperate to prevent Betsy from finding a letter revealing that Becky was under investigation for corruption prior to her death. This week's episode saw Lisa attend compulsory workplace counseling following colleague Craig Tinker's on-duty death, which left her traumatized as it echoed Becky's demise. During the therapy session, Lisa was questioned about Becky. With all the discussion and plot lines focusing on Becky, fans are certain they've uncovered a major revelation. Writing on Reddit, one viewer speculated, "Feels like a juggernaut coming down the line, but I could be wrong. Is Becky, deceased wife of D.C. Swain and mother of Betsy, not dead? My very much of a guess is she was undercover as a bent copper, big scary criminals, faked death to save her family, witness protection, yada yada yada, and suddenly T-Day. It's all the endless references and musings about a character we've never met. Feels like something's afoot. Also a handy nemesis for Carla. That's always a good thing." In response, one fan agreed, "I agree that the endless references about someone who we have never met is suspicious," while another quipped, "This would be totally ridiculous and undo all of Swain's character development. So yes, it's most likely true," and yet another chimed in, "I think you might be right, you know. Something is indeed afoot." Meanwhile, another soap enthusiast remarked, "I'd be far more surprised if this didn't happen than if it does. It's exactly the angle I think they're going to play," and one speculated, "I kinda guessing that and have this feeling as well. I have a feeling she went into witness protection for something she saw or something. It's going to happen, ain't it? You can just see it." While another suggested, "Could be that Lisa is aware that she's in witness protection too, but is still sad and grieving that she can no longer see her. That could explain the mysterious files she didn't want Betsy to see." D.S. Lisa Swain, the tough, no-nonsense detective who's been making waves in Weatherfield, has recently begun to show cracks in her steely demeanor. While her blossoming relationship with Carla Connor has offered a rare glimpse into her softer side, dark clouds from Lisa's past are casting long shadows over her present. Viewers will recall that Lisa was married to fellow officer Becky before tragedy struck in 2021. Becky was fatally struck in a hit-and-run incident while on duty, a loss that shattered Lisa's family and left their daughter Betsy to grow up with unanswered questions. For a long time, Lisa remained tight-lipped about the circumstances of Becky's death, but recent revelations have shaken loose secrets that may be better left buried. Earlier this year, Lisa finally disclosed that the notorious Radcliffe brothers, Maddie and Logan, were responsible for the hit-and-run that killed Becky. The same duo would later be convicted for the shocking murder of their own brother, Mason, who had aligned himself with Lisa in her quest to uncover the truth. The sordid tale of betrayal and bloodshed had fans thinking they'd reached the bottom of the mystery, until now. The intrigue intensified when young Betsy Swain stumbled upon a cache of old documents linked to her late mother. Among them, a mysterious letter has become the focus of speculation, a letter Lisa desperately wants to keep hidden. In recent episodes, Lisa's growing anxiety around Betsy's probing questions has been palpable. She confided in Carla that she was terrified Betsy would uncover the truth, that Becky had been under investigation for corruption before her untimely death. This revelation left fans stunned. Could it be that the seemingly heroic Becky wasn't the upstanding officer she was painted to be? Or is there something even more sinister lurking beneath the surface? Lisa's efforts to suppress the letter and shield her daughter from the truth have ignited speculation that there's much more to Becky's story than we've been told. The question on everyone's mind. The mystery deepened further when Lisa was seen attending mandatory workplace therapy sessions in the aftermath of Craig Tinker's tragic death, another officer who died in the line of duty. The trauma of reliving Becky's fatal accident in the context of Craig's passing clearly shook Lisa to her core. During the counseling session, Lisa was once again confronted with memories of Becky, and fans couldn't help but notice the show keeps bringing up Becky's name again and again. But why? The focus on a character we've never met has sparked a wildfire of theories among Coronation Street superfans, many of whom believe the story is building toward an earth-shattering twist. One Reddit user put it bluntly, "Feels like a juggernaut coming down the line, but I could be wrong. Is Becky, deceased wife of D.S. Swain and mother of Betsy, not dead?" They continued, "My very much of a guess is she was undercover as a bent copper, big scary criminals, faked death to save her family, witness protection, yada yada yada, and suddenly Tay-Day." It's all the endless references and musings about a character we've never met. Feels like something's afoot. And judging by the replies, many fans agree. One viewer chimed in, "The endless references about someone who we have never met is suspicious." Another agreed, "This would be totally ridiculous and undo all of Swain's character development. So yes, it's most likely true." Theories range from the plausible to the outlandish, but the general consensus is the same. Coronation Street is laying the groundwork for a massive reveal. And if Becky is indeed alive, the fallout will be nothing short of nuclear. Another user added, "I'd be far more surprised if this didn't happen than if it does. It's exactly the angle I think they're going to play. And perhaps the most chilling theory yet could be that Lisa is aware that she's in witness protection too, but is still sad and grieving that she can no longer see her. That could explain the mysterious files she didn't want Betsy to see. If that's the case, it raises serious questions about Lisa's morality. Has she been lying to everyone, including her daughter and Carla, to protect a woman who was part of a criminal conspiracy? Of course, the person who stands to lose the most from all this isn't Betsy, it's Carla Connor. Having opened her heart again after so much trauma, Carla has placed her trust in Lisa. Their chemistry has been electric, and fans have enjoyed watching the two women grow closer. But if Lisa's entire backstory is based on deception, and if Becky is still alive and possibly working for the other side of the law, Carla could be left devastated, not just emotionally, but potentially in real danger. Let's not forget, Carla has had her fair share of heartbreak and betrayal over the years. From the infamous Tony Gordon saga to the recent factory collapse fallout, Carla has been burned time and time again by the people closest to her. Another betrayal, especially one rooted in Lisa's deepest personal lie, could be the final straw. If Becky faked her own death, the implications are massive. It would suggest that she was either in deep with criminals, was trying to flee corrupt cops who turned on her, or perhaps even that she betrayed her own team to save herself. Witness protection could explain her disappearance, but the emotional impact on her family would be catastrophic. What would it mean for Lisa, who spent years grieving a woman who might still be alive? And how would Betsy react to learning her mother abandoned her, even if it was to protect her? It's possible that Lisa and Becky cooked up the whole plan together. It's also possible Lisa was kept in the dark or was forced to go along with it under duress. Either way, Coronation Street is poised to drop a twist that could rival the show's most iconic moments.